Right. Hello, everyone. This is me testing out some a new software that I'm going to use for trying to tape some games. I am thinking about recording games and doing that, adding that to my channel, both because it's been requested quite a lot, and also because it's quite educational, I think. Um, both for me and for you guys, I hope. Um, so I've been thinking about that, and this is me testing out this this new software. Um, and today I'm going to do another shout out to the Megatron 3000 tournament that's coming up next weekend. I think it is. Um, Alistairs, he's been on the different podcasts. He's been out there in the media, and this is shaping up to be a really nice tournament, I think. Um, in many ways, both because there's a lot of players going, but also because he is running a very specific pack. He's running theaters only, and he's running it where once a certain theater is selected, that theater is no longer available for selection. So as soon as somebody um, pays their ticket, they immediately um, go and lock down which selector that they want to run. And this is quite interesting because that means that you're going to have a lot of different theater selectors coming to this tournament, and um, and we're going to see a lot more than just the usual CeeLo height lists, especially maybe because with Italy soft underbelly and Western Desert, a lot of interesting selectors have been coming out. CeeLo Heights may not be all that competitive anymore, gentlemen. We may be seeing a new meta for theatrical lists, and I am going to talk to Alistair about this after the tournament is over. We're going to do at least one, maybe two, maybe even three meta talks where we talk about the different lists, what lists did well, what lists didn't, and maybe like overall what we're seeing in the selections, in the how the units, what choices that have been made once you go theater selectors. The list I'm going to review today is Alistair's own. And that is because Alistair, of course, being the TO that he is, he's a good boy. He knows exactly what's needed. He knows that he may be required to play games. So he has made his own list, and it's a very interesting American one. So let's go and watch his list, which you should be seeing right now. So it is the Bloody Gulch list. Now, in the Bloody Gulch list, it has a very interesting special rule. It says that for every regular infantry squad that you buy, you can buy an extra tank. Oh man, does that allow for some shenanigans? And Alistair is using that to his advantage. He has 13 auto dice, 1246 points, so he has the points left over for one SMG if he wants to put it in one of his units. Um, he may not want to actually, because what he's using here is actually mostly rifle infantry, and that is pretty good for Americans, right? Um, the order dice is low, and for 1250, I would want to have two, three, maybe even four or five more dice in it. But there's a reason it's so low in this list, and we will get to that in a few seconds. So we see a second lieutenant and an extra infantry model, regular. He has the points to spend on this. And I think there's also some special rules that you have to take an officer that sort of matches. Can't remember exactly what they say. Um, I'm sure someone will tell me in the comments. And then we have regular infantry. And he is buying 1, 2, 3 units of regular infantry, 2 BARs in each. Really nice skirmish infantry units. Alistair knows how to use these to his advantage. He is a good American player. He's a good skirmish player. He is what I would call the archetypical mixed bag player. He really knows his stuff with skirmish infantry and mixed bag platoons where you have a lot of different elements that can sort of support each other. So these three units, very, very strong choice, and of course they do allow him to take 3 tanks. So let's see if he does. Then he has 2 paratroop units here, 5 riflemen, stubborn, 1 SMG on the NCO, and 2 extra with SMGs. So they are pretty good push units, and they can still skirmish because they do have infantry with rifles. These are going to move up towards enemy held objectives, maybe in a pair, so they will move together, supported by the BARs of the other infantry, and they can assault their way into enemy positions. 8-man units, that is pretty strong. That is what I would run veteran units as, and stubborn will help them stay alive against flamethrowers and stuff. Then the airborne light mortar and a sniper team, both of them regular. I again think you have to take it regular. I would want to take it inexperienced medium if you possibly could, but I'm not sure you can in Bloody Gulch. Yeah. And then the sniper team, the pistol is replaced by an SMG, making it a little bit more dangerous after the sniper is in close contact with the enemy. And then comes the kicker here. He is bringing 3 M4 Shermans, 75mm medium tanks. So it's 9+, easily catches fire. It has the thin sides, but it is a 9+ tank. It is a medium tank. Take notice, gentlemen. 3 medium tanks in a list that is not weak on other points. Lovely, isn't it? They are a bit expensive. I would prefer with the howitzer, I think, at least on some of them if you could. I'm not sure you can in this theater selector. There are always special rules for which units you can take. But it does have the 2-inch HE and 5+, and it does have also 2 MMGs. These are really good tanks, and they can run in a tank column, catching the enemy off guard. One thing of note is that in this theater you have to have them in either first wave or reinforcements. So they have to be off the board when the game starts, which is interesting and can make for some really interesting late game pushes with this tank column, this armored fist. Really nice. And then 2 Dodge trucks. They have 8-man transport capacity and a pintle-mounted MMG. They are for the veteran, the airborne units, the paratroopers, so that they can get further up the table quicker, and that will mean that the SMGs get into play sooner. A really nice list. I still want to have like a few more order dice in it, but with these 3 Shermans coming on late game where the enemy has already committed a lot of his forces to the table, should be able to catch them off guard, at least in some games. And yeah, at least if you run them together, that should be a hell of a push you can put into 3 Shermans. Right, I really hope you get to play, Alistair, and good luck with the game. Cheers everyone who's going to the MEGATRON 3000. Good luck to everyone. It will be an amazing event. I wish I was going. Bye.